Have you ever wondered what Shiism is? Who are the Shia? Where does the word Shia come from? How did the Shias form? Today, we're going to explore the basics of Shia Islam. A lot of people wonder, are the Shia even Muslim? Well, they believe in Allah, the one true God. They believe in Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his family. They believe in the Day of Judgment and the hereafter. They pray 5 times a day, and they fast in the month of Ramadan. Let's see. So they believe in God, they believe in the Prophet, they pray, they fast, they read the Quran. Yeah, seems like they're Muslim. So we know they're Muslim, but what does the word Shia mean? And where does it come from? Well, let's look at the Arabic language and find out what the definition is. A Shia means a partisan or a follower, and it can actually be found in the Quran in reference to Prophet Abraham being a Shia or follower of Noah.
وَإِنَّ مِن شِيعَتِهِ لَإِبْرَاهِيمَ.
Also, we find in the Quran the word Shia to be used referring to a follower of Prophet Moses. In Surah 28, Al-Qasas, verse 15, we find it used when Prophet Moses enters his city.
وَدَخَلَ الْمَدِينَةَ عَلَى حِينِ غَفْلَةٍ مِّنْ أَهْلِهَا فَوَجَدَ فِيهَا رَجُلَيْنِ يَقْتَتِلَانِ هَذَا مِن شِيعَتِهِ.
Again, the word for followers in this context is Shia. We can see that in the Quran when it's referring to followers of past prophets. The Quran itself uses the word Shia. So we can see that it doesn't come out of nowhere. We keep throwing this word Shia around, but when was this used during the lifetime of our Prophet? And if there were Shia, who were they? After the passing of the Prophet, the Muslims divided into 2 groups. The first group believed that the Prophet chose Ali as his successor, and these companions were of the likes of Salman, Miqdad ibn Aswad, and Ammar ibn Yasir, among many other companions. They were known as the Shia of Ali, and they believed that the successorship should be chosen by God and announced by the Prophet. But wait, did the Prophet ever actually use the term Shia? He actually did. The term Shia was used by the Prophet to refer to this group of people. When the verse of the Holy Quran was revealed in Surah Bayyinah, verse 7,
إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ أولئك هم خير البرية.
The Prophet elaborated on this verse in a hadith.
أنت يا علي وشيعتك.
What about the second group of people? They believed that successorship was open after the Prophet's death. This group believed that successorship should be a selection process. At one moment, a leader being chosen by voting, another chosen by the previous successor, another chosen by a small group of people, even leading to plain hereditary successorship. It's a little unclear what the preferred method was. This group later labeled themselves as Ahlul-Sunnah, meaning adherence to the ways of the Prophet. So why did the first group, the Shias, believe that Ali should be the successor to the Prophet? Well, because on many occasions, the Prophet actually announced it to the people. All the way from Ali's youth to the pond of Ghadir, after the Prophet made his very last Hajj, he declared Ali as his successor. He explicitly said in the famous hadith, "Of whomever I am a master, Ali is his master," making it clear to all 100,000 Muslims that Ali is the successor of the Prophet. We'll go into more detail regarding this subject in the upcoming videos, inshallah. So we've established that Shias are Muslims according to their core beliefs. We explored the etymology of the word Shia, which means follower. We found supporting verses in the Quran, and the pages of history show that there were Shia of Ali whom the Prophet recognized through his own words. Do the Shias believe that Ali is the final successor? Are there any successors after him? And who are the Ahlul-Bayt and what role do they play in Islam? And who is the Mahdi? We hope to talk about these topics and more in the upcoming videos, inshallah. Allahu Akbar.